Hi, I'm Casimir. I'm the coordinator of Women's Global Education Project, our Sisters Lead program. I was born in Sokon and raised here, where I did my primary school and secondary school. And after my back degree, I went to Dakar, to further my studies on social work. And I always wanted to come back and work for my own community in the field of education because most of the people of my community are uneducated. And fortunately, Women's Global has offered me this opportunity to work in my community by hiring me. Firstly, in the program they had with USAID, our sisters read, and of course, of this program that is being implemented, uh, which is called Sisters Lead. So I wanted today to share with you how Women's Global is adapting her intervention on account of, in spite of the COVID-19, the virus. So Senegalese government has started putting restrictions after the first cases was recorded in early March. They forbid any people moving to a region to another. Schools, all public places was closed. Schools, they shut down schools, markets, and all public places. So the activities of our program and the girls we are supported have all been in their villages, which are very isolated, where there is no infrastructure, no electricity, no running water, and then they are relying on TV sometimes or radio powered by a generator to receive any news from this illness. So even as our office is also closed, so the members of the staff are separated. We are all even separated with our families. As far as I'm concerned, my wife and my son, they live far away. They live around 45 kilometers where I cannot travel to see them. So most of the staff are facing this challenge. So the government is intending right now to support the community, the residents, because it's, they think that they are going to give food to the residents, but we have not seen it yet. Maybe it's gonna come. You know, there are a lot of consequences because girls and their family are starving because the parents, most of the parents are they are farmers, so they cash crops. They need to send their cash crops and the vegetable they grow. They need to sell it in the markets, but unfortunately, the markets are closed. And as far as the learnings are concerned, the Ministry of Education has proposed an approach of learning over TV and radio broadcasts. But unfortunately, as I have said above, what I've just said, our scholars, they are living in very isolated areas, so they don't have access to the radio, they don't have access to electricity, so you can imagine. So the big concern we have right now is that the government is intending to reopen the schools because fatigue. Our region, we have just recorded our first cases 4 days ago. That's the big concern is if the government opens too quickly the schools, we will have the teachers and the students who are right now actually in Dakar, they have to come back. And you can see what would be the situation if the virus spread out. We only have one hospital in the region. In the whole region, we only have one hospital, and we are not sure that they have enough beds to receive all the patients that would get the virus. And that's now our big issue. So, Women's Global has also developed their own strategy, their own approach. Okay, first of all, we called regularly, the staff called regularly the girls to see whether they are safe and healthy. This is our biggest concern because we want the scholars to know that in spite of the pandemic, but the staff is here near them. That's why we are calling them regularly to know their situation, how do they feel. So as far as our sisters lead is concerned, the mentors, the participants, they called the staff to do a radio program. We already did a radio program in early March to sensitize how we have to report, to respond on this COVID-19. So most of them also, of the mentors, they are committed and they are volunteering in the local committee of the Red Cross. And the assistant Hadi and I are also integrated by the mayor in the local committee which is responding against the COVID-19. So because Women's Global was the first organization in this locality which have started responding by doing sensitization against this pandemic. So as far as Sister School is concerned, we have done a 2-round food distribution, and we reached 266 food scholars by giving them rice, bags of rice, and also we provide them also with money, sometimes with money, so they can purchase bags of rice. We also, in addition to that, we also reached 260 of our food scholars toiletries in April and in May included soap. So, but we have a big challenge. The challenge was that we was unable to reach the islands where we have scholars because of the cost, the expensive cost of transportation by boat. So right now we don't know when the COVID-19 is going to last. We don't know. So we have to adapt, continue adapting our intervention, because we need to help to give more food to their families because the situation is really concerned. It's really gaining a lot of concern. We would like to support them by distributing food. And what we would like to let people know is that we need their continued support so that we will be able to continue our intervention working and to best support our communities. Thank you very much for all the donors.